All right, if you guys don't know what this is, it's not an air conditioner. It's a swamp fan. That's pretty much what it is. You know, it's just basically you pour some water, it cools the water, and it evaporates the water, and it makes it look a lot colder and feel a lot colder. It's like an air conditioner, but it's not. Just to let you guys know, this is very popular in the East Coast because, you know, electrical bills are pretty high to pretty expensive. Summers here, it's gonna get super hot. And square footage, 175 square footage. This is perfect. This room itself, it's about there. So we're gonna set it up, add some water, and see what else you get when you get some like this. So we're gonna open it up. Let's see what you get. So opening it up is through here, the fans to blow the air out. All right, just to let you guys know. Right now we have a cool, speeds, swing. I guess it goes up and it rotates. Timer, 2 hours, half an hour to 4 hours. All right, and this is power on and off. And then we're gonna go show you guys where you fill it up with water. But it's pretty cool, very simple, not that heavy. Put the weight in here. In the back, nothing fancy but the cable. And they do have these sections to wrap your cable. If it's too long, you can wrap it around there. Filter, clean it out if you can. This is kind of like a cardboard base, but you can also take it out. Let's go ahead and do that. Pretty much how you change it out. You have to order it online. And then the hose goes on the bottom, if you guys see it, the drain. So that's gonna be the drain right here, where the hose is here. And then it evaporates everything in there. So if you guys can see it, it sucks in the water from the bottom, it brings it up. It cools the whole thing out with cool water in here. This is case kind of, it doesn't get crystallized or anything, it just gets cold, and then it blows the air out with this big old engine here that's fanning out. But the water is in the bottom base, and I'll put this back in here. On this part, on the bottom part, is where actually the max water, it tells you how much water you have. And to put in water, it's very simple. Let's take the tape off here. This is where you actually pour the water in here. So basically you pour the water in here, and this is where you see the maximum size of how much water you have. Power on button. All right, we got a timer, half an hour to 4 hours. All right, then you have the actual rotation of the fan. So this thing doesn't move itself at all, but if you see inside, those things move in there left and right. All right, so that those rotate. You have to open these up. If you don't open these up, you're not going to get any air. Now these are the different type of speeds. You could have a quiet mode if you want, a night mode, quiet mode, and then you got the fans duration, strong, light, and then really light. And then here's the coldness. This is where you actually have to make sure you have it on so you could get that cold. Now here, right here, if you have seen it, this is actually tells you that it's missing fluid, so you might have to fill it up. You can still use it without fluids, but it's only going to work as a fan, not to cool the area down. But let's go ahead and put it to a test, and we'll see how hot it gets in there and how cool it gets, and we'll do a thermal take on this one too. Okay, so here's the first time I'm gonna put water in. All right, and you see the maximum size. All right, max right there, we need to fill that up, the max. So we have the little tray in here, and we're gonna pour some water in there. Make sure you check on it because you want to hit the max. So the water is right there. We see it right here. It's going to require a lot of water. We got the remote here. Very simple to use, the remote. Power, cool, fan, swing, and timer. That's pretty much it. On the timer, it'll light up. If you can see right now, it's full. That's what it tells you right now. So let's put the batteries in here. So right now we're just going to turn on the fan. We're going to turn it on. So we're going to turn on the fan. Power on first. All right, power on. Man, that thing is strong. That is strong. Lower down the fan. We'll put it the lowest. That is crazy. That is the fan. All right, we're not even on the cool yet. Actually, we are not in the cool yet. So we're gonna do a thermal camera. Alright, I let it run for a couple minutes, guys, and it got to 60. So it is cooling off some of the, I mean, if you can see it, it's actually even colder in some of the places. So we got it to 65 here. It will say 65 right now. So it is throwing some cold air. I'm guaranteeing you, it's super cold here. Not as cold as an air conditioner, but it is cold enough where it's cooling up the whole place here, and I can feel it running fresh air. One thing you can hear is the water underneath. It's like you can hear it running really close. But that's about it. If you guys like the thermal stuff, let me know. I'm just trying to demonstrate how cold it gets. It's a lot bluer in this section than before. Alright, we're going to do another thermal take here so you can see it hot and in cold. You can see the hot spots in there. It's been about 20-30 minutes already running. It's nice and cool in here. It feels really good. I like how it feels. So hopefully we'll leave it on for a couple hours and cool off the whole place. Alright guys, the reason they call them swamp fans is because if you guys notice, this is the water that I poured in there. It's turning brown already, and it's only been a couple of days, and now it's starting to stink up the place. So if you're used to the smell, good luck. So this is not for me actually. I don't like this fan at all because of the smell. It works very well as a fan, but then this thing is the problem right here, the pump itself. So we're gonna take out the water, and the way you do it, there's a little button, there's a little cap here at the bottom. I'm trying to reach out. There it goes. There's a cap. Starts draining the water. You can see, get everything out. So get rid of the water. Let it dry out for a bit. Alright, one last review here. So the problem with this machine, it runs very well as a fan. These things get opened up automatically. At first it was working pretty good, especially with the cold. This is actually to turn on the suction of the water. This is to sway, to move left and right, different hours, half an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours. The control, the actual remote control is great. The whole thing pretty good at the beginning, but after a week with it, it started smelling. So if you're used to it, go ahead and get one of these. If you're not, I recommend you getting maybe an air conditioner, but this is a no-go for me. And I hope you guys enjoy this, and if you have any questions or any comments, let me know. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and we are out.